You can have a solid plan in place for your habits, pull all the right levers when it comes to friction, and have all the accountability in the world in place. But unfortunately, if you don't actually believe you're capable of sticking to your habits, chances are you won't. In this lesson, I want to talk about a piece of the habit building puzzle that isn't often spoken about, and that's self-trust. When I first started the process of trying to improve myself, I fell off the wagon over and over again. And that's because I didn't truly believe I was capable of making habits stick for longer than a week. I had all sorts of self-limiting beliefs. I thought I was lazy, undisciplined, and unmotivated. It was only once I successfully built the habit of sticking to my fitness routine that I proved to myself that I was capable. And it turns out that I actually had more control over my behavior than I realized. According to research from the University of Connecticut, there are really three main factors that influence self-efficacy. That's our own belief in our own abilities. And those three things are past performance, vicarious experience, and verbal feedback. We can leverage all three of these to foster a stronger sense of trust in ourselves. Let's go through each one. Let's first talk about past performance. The expression, "nothing breeds success like success," rings true when it comes to habits. If you've been successful at something in the past, you're far more likely to be confident about doing it again in the future, unless that something is parallel parking in front of an audience, because that never seems to get easy. A great way to build trust in yourself is to remind yourself of all the habits you've successfully built in the past. Can't think of anything other than your past failed attempts? Well, you're probably being a little bit too hard on yourself. Do you brush your teeth every morning? Do you make sure you always have a glass of water when you go to bed at night? Do you make a to-do list every morning? Well, congratulations, you've officially built helpful habits into your routines, even if you didn't consciously realize it. Earlier in your workbook, you made a list of all the helpful habits you've built consciously and unconsciously in the past. Revisit this when you find yourself doubting whether you're actually capable of making changes in your life. And the next factor is vicarious experience. Are other people similar to you capable of building the habit you're after? If a fifth grader sees another fifth grader learning long division, then they're more likely to believe that they can too. And the same applies to adults. Think of the story of Roger Bannister, the first person to break the 4-minute mile. Before that, the record stood at 4 minutes, 1.3 seconds. But since Roger broke the 4-minute mile, hundreds of other people have done it as well. This goes to show just how important it is to have examples in your life of what's possible. And the good news is that by being a part of this course, you're already doing that. Trust me when I say that if the 20-something version of me can build new habits, anyone can. I'm not special and neither are you. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Unless you're a medical anomaly, it's unlikely that you're the one person in the world that can't build habits. So let me be your vicarious experience of what's possible, or you can head over to the Slow Growth community to hear from the many success stories from Simple Habits students. And the last factor is verbal feedback. Let's be honest, deep down, don't we all just want to be told that we're doing a good job? One of the most unfortunate things about how humans have evolved is that we've made negative experiences more sticky than positive ones. As a result, we tend to have a difficult time remembering all the things that we've done right in life. But it is possible to make positive memories become stickier than Velcro. You just need to make sure that you set an intention first. So the next time that you get positive feedback or encouragement, whether it's from your partner, boss, or coworker, write it down and then revisit that feedback whenever you need a pick-me-up. Every now and again, we just need some positive encouragement. And while positive affirmations can be a helpful practice, those words generally mean a lot more coming from someone else. This is another great benefit of the Slow Growth community. I've honestly never been around a more supportive or encouraging group of people in my life. So head over there when this lesson wraps up to soak up some of those good vibes, which is right now.